everybody, it's me, Rachel. Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be playing with the Tartelette palette. And we're going to be playing with that today. I'm trying to come up with something. I want to kind of go out of the box and not use the obvious colors that we want to use. And kind of play out of the norm, if you will. And I'm thinking I want to go dark. So let's go dark. So I'm going to start with this chocolate shade right here, be chocolate. It's kind of a nice hazelnutty chocolate shade, if you will. And let's go ahead and play with this and place this in our crease. I've already primed with Smashbox primer. And I have a little bit of concealer on my lid as well. Actually, I'm not sure if I want to use that brush. I'm going to go and switch from to a different brush. And I'm going to go in with this brush. This is from my Cargo palette. And start blending that one. Alright, so I'm just building this shade up into, let me zoom in just a bit. I feel like I'm getting really washed out. Alright, so I feel like that's blended out pretty well. So I'm going to go in and use this brush again to place it, and then I'll blend it with a different brush. Just kind of being a little bit extra. So I took the Luscious shade and I put that all over the crease. Now I'm going to go in with a nice fluffy brush and I'm going to take this Grounded shade right here and put that on the inner corner. Kind of darken this up, make it nice and dark. I've already done one look today. I'm filming as much as I can today. So if you're seeing me in the same red hoodie, I gotta be in a hoodie because I'm cold and it's comfy. Alright, you know, comfy. Alright, I'm kind of liking the way that's going. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm gonna take the other end of this brush. It's like a nice kind of mini little brush here. And I'm gonna take this Dusk shade right here. And I'm kind of gonna overlap that shade we just laid down. Just to kind of add some of that dimension. I'm really interested in using this shade. Just kind of adding this on top of the Grounded shade. Okay, so there is the eye look thus far. I'm not really sure where to go next with it. But I'm thinking I'm going to take that Happiness shade. I'm kind of been curious about just kind of mixing things up and playing with different shades in stages that we probably wouldn't think to. So I'm going to take this Happiness shade right here. And I'm going to kind of put that all on the inner corner and see what we get out of that. Kind of playing out of the box with this look, if you will. Because you never know what's going to happen until you try it. Now I'm going to take a fluffy-esque kind of brush right here, and I'm going to just go in with the shade Wishful and just kind of basically lighten up our brow bone, because I like mine to be prominent even though it's already very, very prominent. Alright, so there is what we have kind of going on. It's nice and smoke-tastic. It looks pretty good. And so I want to take either Shine or Dawn here. I shall show you. These are the shades I'm thinking about. Shine. Dawn is right here, is this kind of shade, and then this is Shine. And I'm thinking I want to take Dawn and kind of put that in the inner corner on the center of the lid to kind of meet those shades that we placed together and really, really like blend that out, like pat it out a lot and then see what happens. And I feel like we'll get a different shade because we're mixing it on the lid, and it will be like matte and some shimmer. It'll be so interesting. Basically, I'm playing with basically the lower half of this palette. I feel like everyone, when you first look at it, you kind of gravitate towards the top half I kind of want to just play with these darker tones that were kind of... Alright, now I'm going to take a brush like this. This is like a flat liner brush. And I'm going to take the darkest shade in here, which is called Euphoric, and place some of this on this brush. And go in on the lash line with this and wiggle it through to be a more of a subtle, but definitely there, liner. Kind of see the definition based upon it, like this side there's not, and there's a little bit there, a little bit there. We need to conceal a little bit more under our lids, under our under eyes. My goodness, I cannot talk. One thing I do kind of want to put something on the inner corner, but I'm gonna just leave that there, leave it alone for right now, and just go to the lower lash line and play it with that. So I'm gonna take the dusk shade again, which I think it's really, really pretty. This shade right here, it's a real pretty shade, and take this along the lower lash line. Alright, so I'm going to go and conceal a little bit, and I do want to change this lip from the other look that I was wearing. I had technical difficulties with that look when I was taking it off because I lost a contact in my eyeball. That was really not good and scurry. Real scurry. Really think it looks pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my lips that I'm wearing, and I just kind of want to put like a little gloss on, make it just real simple. No fretziness. And what I'm using to take it off with is the micellar water from Yesterday Coconuts. So I'm going to take this Iconic London lip gloss because I want to put some stuff on right now, and then I'm going to put my mascara on, and then we will move on. This is the Iconic London lip gloss it's called Plumping Lip Gloss in Nearly Nude, and it's kind of tingly-tastic. I'm kind of in a little bit of a silly giddy mood today. Alright, can you tell a little bit? I'm going to take my Warrior Princess mascara from Flower Beauty. Okay, and then I'm going to take my the Balm Down Boy blush. I'm going to put a little bit of this on. You know, I'm doing my I love to do my makeup, but sometimes I just feel like I wish I had like 100 different faces. Not of my own, because that's creepy, but like, it was like, I could have just switched from person to person to person to person. You know, life goals. Alright, so the next thing, I'm going to take my Vitalist Healthy Glow highlighter, and I'm going to take my finger. Just kind of tap my finger on and get a little bit, and then tap my finger on my cheeks, the cheekbones. So the more you blend this this highlighter out, the less like chunky it looks, and that's kind of a really cool thing about it. I've been playing with my Jelly Pop blush from e.l.f. and I'm liking this product more than that, so I guess that kind of says a little bit. And I'm going to set my face with the Make It Last setting spray from Melanie. You have to hold this really far from your face because it's pretty powerful. But here is our look. So I'm going to do a 5 looks 1 palette with this, but I kind of wanted to do just a simple look with this and do a little bit of a review on it, just a little bit. And so this has a really good size mirror, and it has 20 shades, which is actually pretty great for a Tarte palette, and it's perfect. It's definitely up my alley because I love the rose tones. But so because it's something that I would always typically do, I played with the browns. But I definitely want to do like a 5 looks 1 palette because you can definitely use like a lot of shades or just like 2 and be done, or even 1 and be done. So it's pretty versatile with that. But then I also thought about, it's probably one of the a perfect wedding palette, if you will, because there's a lot more mattes in here, and mattes are perfect for that. Stop. Just stop it, phone. And I actually am a big fan of Tarte. I've said that in the past. So the shadow quality is great in my opinion, and I think it's a good palette because I think the Tartelette palettes always they always hit it in a good spot that they need to be. They're not like, they're never trying to be out of the box, and I feel like Tarte does like pinks and rubies and reds kind of, if you will, really well, and they don't try to branch out too often, if you know what I mean. Like they kind of just stay in their lane, which is perfect because then they can perfect the items that they have, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I think this is actually a really great palette, and I think it smells like a Charleston chew, if you know what that is. I think they smell good, but you either like them or you don't like them, but they smell delicious. So it has that kind of vanilla chocolate scent, and yes, I think it's beautiful. So I will do a 5 looks 1 palette on this. Give this video a thumbs up if you do want to see that, and if without further ado, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!